You know, Nancy Pelosi is a cancer on the thigh of American politics. She really is. This was what I was talking about at the opening of the program. When you have people like this who have no self-control in their propaganda, their rhetoric, and they are very loud demagogues, you create a very uncivil environment in society. She's the Speaker of the House. She's acting like the court jester of the House. And by the way, as an aside, how many eyebrows does she have now? No offense. Appears to be 4. Is that in? I don't know. I'm not, you know, I have my own culture, my own bubble. I don't know what's going on out there. Well, whatever. She says some very nasty things about the Republicans, which is what she does. And then she doubles down on it. So let's take a look. Go.
In other words, for something to happen, they're going to have to face the realities of police brutality, the realities of the need for justice in policing, and the recognition that there are many, many good people in law enforcement, but not all, and that we have to address those concerns. So when they admit that, and
all right, let's. She's been around 412 years. In the House of Representatives. She's been Speaker twice. She was Speaker when Obama was president and when Harry Reid controlled the Senate. They controlled the whole thing. Did you ever once hear them talk about police brutality? Did you ever once hear them talk about systemic racism among law enforcement or police brutality? Not once. Never. And the statistics bear out why they never mentioned it. But now they exploit it. And this is what they do. Let's be honest. Can we be honest with each other? All those people in the streets, the mostly peaceful protesters who look like they just walked out of Princeton University, among others, the rioters, the arsonists, all the rest, if they vote, who are they going to vote for? They're going to vote for Joe Biden. If they vote, which party are they going to vote for? They're going to vote Democrat. So these are Democrats. These are Democrats. And who are most in law enforcement going to vote for now? You know, in the big cities, they used to be, you know, unions, Democrats. They vote for the party bosses. Who do you think they're going to vote for now? Trump, and mostly Republicans. This is among the reasons why they're not going to attack what's going on in the streets. What's another reason? Because they control these cities politically. It's one-party rule in these cities. It's been that way for at least half a century in most cities, and much longer, 3/4 of a century in a lot of them too. They control the mayor's position, they control the city councils, they control the local prosecutor, they control everything. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. They control policy, all the federal, state, and local money flows through their hands. No excuse. So what is it? Attack the cops. Now in the case of George Floyd, who was killed, everybody knows it, everybody admits it, and everybody should. That's a cut and dry case. But it's not clear if that was based on race. There's been no racial charges against him, no hate crime charges against the man. There have been murder charges brought against that ex-police officer. But all that aside, who benefits from all this? The Democrat Party. Where's all this occurring? In Democrat-controlled areas. Just want to remind you. Go ahead.
Have some suggestions that are worthy of consideration. But so far, they were trying to get away with murder, actually, the murder of George Floyd.
The Republicans are trying to get away with the murder of George Floyd? This is exactly my point to you, ladies and gentlemen. She is insane. She's mentally unhealthy. She is unhinged. I want you to watch this. Even on MSLSD, what she said is so outrageous, which is what she often says. It's very outrageous. She doubles down on it. Go.
Yesterday, you said that Republicans are, quote, trying to get away with murder, actually, the murder of George Floyd. Senate Republicans are demanding an apology for that statement. Will you apologize?
Absolutely, positively not. The fact is, people say, I think you, frankly, in the press have given them far too much credit for a bill that does nothing. They're saying, well, you have your bill, they have theirs. Yeah, our bill does something, theirs does nothing.
Is Tim Scott working in good faith, I guess?
I'm sorry? Well, we would hope
Is Tim Scott working in good faith? Is this a good starting point?
I'm talking about Mitch McConnell.
She's feeble. What is it with the Democrats? She's feeble. Biden's feeble. They can barely keep their thoughts together. I'm talking about Mitch McConnell. Is that what she said, Mitch McConnell? No. But why would she say Mitch McConnell in any event? Because she wants to defeat him, because he's up for re-election. It's all about politics and exploitation. So again, let's be honest with each other. They don't want a bill. That way they can say that the Republicans would not support actual police reform. Now, they don't support police reform either. They want to eviscerate these police departments. Why? Because their mayors want to eviscerate them, their city council, and their constituent groups want to eviscerate police departments. Nancy Pelosi's protected by the Capitol Hill Police. She's protected day and night. So are the rest of these clowns for the most part. So I say this, and I said this to you several weeks ago. Let's disband the Capitol Police. Let's let Congress deal with Congress. If they want to use the Second Amendment, obviously they're going to have to vote that they have the right to use it, given the fact that basically guns are banned in the District of Columbia for all intents and purposes. But let them fend for themselves. Or let them bring in the Minneapolis City Council to figure out how to have a brand new model of policing, since they're doing so swell. Or maybe they can bring in the police chief from Chicago, who's doing a hell of a job, or any other major city. But the fact of the matter is this: they ought to disband the Capitol Police and let Nancy Pelosi and these left-wing Democrats fend for themselves. And then you have Democrats fighting Democrats, and that's just the way it would be.